Hey guys, welcome to 3.06 PowerPoint Activity 6. Go ahead and do steps 1 and 2 where you're going to open up the blank PowerPoint presentation, put your name in the titles text box, and then Activity 6 in the subtitle placeholder. Pause me and go ahead and do that. I've already done that. And then when you come back, we are going to add an entrance effect to both the title and the subtitle. So basically, last activity 5, we learned about animations. Now we are going to continue on with animations, but we're going to work more with like the timing of the animations. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add an entrance effect to both the title and the subtitle. So I'm going to click on my title, go to animations, and then you should know how to do this by now. I'm just going to pick a random one. Go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and do the same thing to your subtitle. Doesn't matter if they're the same entrance effect or not. Do whatever you want. Okay. After you have done that, we are going to have them come in at the same time, not on the mouse click. Okay, so this is good for when maybe you do a presentation, but you kind of want to show like a movie so that maybe you're not there to click through it and you just want the slides to and the animations to happen without you having to click. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to go ahead and open up the animation pane. Remember, I told you whenever I'm using animations, I like to open up this animation pane. So I'm going to click on that. I'm in the animations tab still and click on animation pane. You should see this come up. Okay, so we do not want these to come on the mouse click. And there's different ways that you can change this, but you see how this little mouse icon is here? That means it's set to start on the mouse click. We're going to change that. See right here where it says start? We are going to change that to start with previous, which basically means whatever is before it, we want it to go ahead and start with that at the same time. Now I know there's nothing before this first one. But that just basically means as soon as the slideshow comes up, go ahead and start it. So I accidentally did that for the second one first. It doesn't matter either way. I'm going to click on the first one now, and I'm going to go on start. I'm going to switch that from on click on the mouse click. We don't want to start on mouse click. We want it to start automatically with the previous. So see how now it changes the numbers to 0? That helps you to see that you've got them starting automatically and they're going to go at the same time. Okay. Step 5 here says add an exit animation to both the title and the subtitle. Have them exit automatically after the appropriate amount of time. Okay, so we come here. A couple things we got to remember. When we add an exit animation, if we already have an animation on that, so we already have. Remember, we can't just come here and choose an exit because that will get rid of our entrance. So we have to come here and hit add animation. And then we're going to have to scroll down to our exits. Go ahead and choose an exit animation for both your title and your subtitle. Okay. So we have now chosen in your animation pane, you should have 2 entrance animations and 2 exit animations. Your entrance animations, they're set to start with the previous, so I'm going to, as opposed to on the mouse click, so that's perfect. Now, go to your first exit animation. And what we're going to do now, according to our instructions, it says have them exit automatically after the appropriate amount of time. So in this case, we don't want that animation to start with previous, right? Because that means both entrances and the exit will happen at the same time. It's not possible. So what we're going to do it now, instead of choosing instead of having with previous chosen, we're going to select after previous. So we're going to want it to start automatically after the previous animation, so which would be activity 6. But we're not going to want it to start automatically because it will go way too fast. Like, we want to start automatically, but we don't want it to go immediately, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So what you have to do is you have to give it a delay. So you're saying, okay, I want you to start after the previous one, but I want you to start after a certain amount of time. And that's where you have to work on your timing. So in this case, Rex cars, that's not a whole lot of reading for your audience to do. So you might want it up there for, let's say, 2 seconds. You might want the animation to be delayed by 2 seconds before it leaves the screen so your audience has enough time to read that. Okay, so then let's go ahead and do the same thing for activity 6. In this case, we might want it, I think it's okay to have Rex cars, your name, and your activity 6 to leave the screen at the same time. So in this case, I am going to say with previous here. So that way, both of these two will leave at the same time. I know this is probably a little confusing right now, but it will make more sense the more you do it. Okay, so at this point, what should happen when we watch our slideshow? If you haven't done everything I just did, go ahead and do it. Pause me and come back to me. Okay, and once you come back to me, basically what we've done, when we hit play the slideshow, without me touching the mouse and without you touching the mouse, your name and activity 6 should both come in. Then after 2 seconds, both your name and activity 6 should exit with the animation. All of that should happen without you touching the screen. So let's try it. I'm going to go to slideshow. I'm going to hit play from beginning. Look, my hands are up. I'm not touching anything. There they go. Rex cars, activity 6. That's perfect timing. And then they leave because we had it delayed up there. We delayed the exit animation. So that's why it was up there for the exact amount of time that you needed it to be up there for. Also, you can see over here how things are aligning as well. If I'm clicking this button down here, so I can see that these are lined up accordingly, right? So that means they're both starting at the same time, their entrances. Then see where this starts? It's showing you that after these stop, there's a delay before both of these exit animations take place at the same time. Again, I know it's a little complicated, but it will make more sense as we go, hopefully. Okay, we already did number 6. It says watch the slideshow in presentation mode from the slideshow tab, which we did. Yay! Okay, stop me and I will see you on the next slide.